Tyson TenZ Van No, born on May 5, 2001, is a Canadian esports personality of Vietnamese and French descent, widely recognized as one of the most influential figures in Valorant history. He began his professional gaming career in Counter-Strike Global Offensive with Cloud9, but transitioned to Valorant shortly after its release in 2020, becoming the first player to reach the highest rank during the game's closed beta in North America. TenZ's journey in Valorant started with Cloud9 Blue, where he played as a duelist from April 2020 to January 2021, before shifting to a streaming role within the organization until March 2021. He then joined Sentinels on loan in March 2021, solidifying his position as a permanent member by June 2021. His tenure with Sentinels lasted until his retirement from competitive play on September 14, 2024, after which he remained affiliated with the team as a content creator. Throughout his career, TenZ amassed approximately $180,725 in prize winnings, competing in numerous tournaments and earning a reputation for his exceptional mechanical skills and aggressive gameplay. Which mouse does TenZ use? TenZ uses the Pulsar TenZ Signature Edition as his primary gaming mouse. This mouse was co-designed by TenZ himself in collaboration with Pulsar Gaming Gears, reflecting his personal preferences for shape, weight, and performance to optimize his gameplay in competitive titles like Valorant. The Pulsar TenZ Signature Edition is a wireless gaming mouse tailored for elite performance, featuring a symmetrical shape that TenZ recommends for claw grip users. It weighs approximately 47 grams, making it ultra-lightweight for swift movements and reduced fatigue during extended gaming sessions. The mouse is equipped with Pulsar's flagship XS1 sensor, which supports up to 32,000 dpi, 750 IPS tracking speed, and 50G acceleration, ensuring precise and responsive tracking. It boasts an impressive polling rate of up to 8,000 Hz for minimal latency, along with optical switches rated for fast, double-click-free operation, and a TTC gold encoder for smooth scrolling. TenZ mouse settings. TenZ uses a DPI setting of 1600 on his mouse. This higher DPI allows for finer control over cursor movement, enabling precise adjustments in-game without requiring large physical mouse movements. Combined with his in-game sensitivity of 0.1, this results in an effective DPI eDPI of 160.00, a metric calculated by multiplying DPI by in-game sensitivity that standardizes sensitivity across different setups. This eDPI value places TenZ in a moderate sensitivity range, balancing speed for quick flicks with accuracy for tracking enemies, which is particularly suited to his aggressive playstyle as a duelist in competitive matches. In addition to his core sensitivity settings, TenZ maintains a scoped sensitivity multiplier of 1, meaning his aim remains consistent whether he's using iron sights or scoped weapons like the Operator Sniper rifle. His ADS sensitivity is also set to 1, ensuring uniformity in aiming mechanics across various weapon types and reducing the learning curve when switching between them. To optimize responsiveness, TenZ employs a polling rate of 1000 Hz on his mouse, which means the device reports its position to the computer 1000 times per second, minimizing input lag and providing smoother tracking during intense firefights. He also keeps Windows sensitivity at the default value of 6, a common choice among pros to avoid any OS-level interference with in-game controls, and enables the raw input buffer in Valorant, which bypasses Windows input processing for more direct and accurate mouse data transmission to the game engine. TenZ crosshair settings. The primary aspects of TenZ crosshair start with its color, which is set to cyan using the hex code #00FFFF. This vibrant shade stands out against various in-game backgrounds, ensuring the crosshair remains visible in diverse lighting conditions and maps without being overly glaring. Outlines are technically enabled, but with an opacity of 0 and a thickness of 1, they are effectively invisible, contributing to a clean and unobtrusive appearance. The center dot is turned off entirely, as TenZ prefers a line-based crosshair over a dotted one for most scenarios, though he has experimented with dot variations in the past. This choice helps in maintaining a focused sight picture, particularly useful for headshot alignments in competitive play. Delving into the inner lines, which form the core of the crosshair, they are enabled with full opacity at 1, ensuring they are solidly visible. The inner line length is set to 2 for both horizontal and vertical dimensions, creating a compact shape that resembles a small plus sign or cross. The thickness is also 2, providing just enough substance to the lines without making them bulky, while the offset is 1, which introduces a subtle gap at the center for better precision when lining up shots. Both movement error and firing error are disabled, meaning the crosshair does not expand or alter during player movement or weapon recoil, promoting consistent aiming habits regardless of in-game actions. This static behavior is ideal for players like TenZ who rely on muscle memory and steady tracking. For the outer lines, TenZ keeps them completely disabled, with no opacity, length, thickness, or offset specified, as they are not shown at all. Movement error and firing error for outer lines are also off, aligning with his preference for a streamlined crosshair that avoids any additional visual clutter. This configuration results in a highly minimalistic crosshair that is popular among pros for its balance between visibility and simplicity, often described as a small cyan cross suited for close to medium-range engagements where quick flicks and precise taps are crucial. TenZ Video Settings. TenZ is known for optimizing his video settings to prioritize performance, smoothness, and minimal distractions during gameplay. These settings are tailored to his high-end setup, including a Sony InZone M10s monitor with a 540Hz refresh rate and an Nvidia RTX 4090 graphics card, allowing him to achieve exceptionally high frame rates while maintaining clarity in fast-paced scenarios. As of the latest updates in early 2026, TenZ's general video settings include a resolution of 2560 by 1440, which matches the native resolution of his monitor for optimal sharpness and reduced input lag. He uses a 16:9 aspect ratio with the aspect ratio method set to fill, ensuring the game fills the screen without distortion or black bars. His display mode is configured to windowed full screen, which provides a balance between full immersion and the ability to quickly alt-tab if needed during streams or multitasking. This setup helps in minimizing system latency and maximizing FPS, often exceeding 500 frames per second in competitive play. In terms of graphics quality, TenZ keeps most options at lower levels to focus on performance rather than visual fidelity, as higher graphical details can introduce unnecessary distractions and reduce frame consistency in Valorant. Multi-threaded rendering is enabled to leverage his multi-core CPU for better processing efficiency. Material quality, texture quality, detail quality, and UI quality are all set to low, which strips away excess visual effects like intricate surface details or high-resolution textures that could impact FPS without providing a competitive edge. Vignette is turned off to eliminate the subtle darkening around the screen edges, while VSync is also off to prevent any artificial frame capping that might introduce input delay. For anti-aliasing, he employs MSAA 2X to smooth out jagged edges moderately without a significant performance hit, and anisotropic filtering is set to 2X for slight improvements in texture clarity at oblique angles. Improved clarity and experimental sharpening are both off, as they can sometimes over-sharpen images and create visual artifacts in dynamic environments. Bloom is on, adding a subtle glow to bright elements for better visibility in certain lighting conditions, whereas distortion and cast shadows are off to remove heat haze effects and dynamic shadows that could obscure enemies or clutter the screen. These choices reflect TenZ's philosophy of streamlining the visuals to enhance focus on gameplay mechanics like aiming and movement. TenZ Monitor Settings. TenZ also fine-tunes the monitor's built-in settings to enhance color accuracy, contrast, and visibility in dark areas, which are critical for spotting agents in shadowed corners of Valorant maps. On the Sony InZone M10s, he sets brightness to 100 for maximum luminance without washing out details, contrast to 50 for balanced highlights and shadows, sharpness to 10 to crisp up edges without introducing artifacts, and gamma to gamma 5 for deeper midtones that make in-game environments pop. Color temperature is kept at normal to avoid any unnatural tints, while color vibrance is boosted to 20 to make agent abilities and crosshairs stand out more vividly against the background. Black equalizer is adjusted to 4, which brightens dark areas slightly without overexposing the overall image, aiding in quick target acquisition during low-light engagements. Picture mode is set to standard for a neutral starting point, and any advanced motion features like AMA are on premium to reduce blur in fast movements. Additionally, TenZ applies Nvidia Digital Vibrance at 100% through his graphics card control panel to further saturate colors, giving the game a more vibrant look that helps differentiate enemies from the scenery. These adjustments are tailored to his color blindness, deuteranopia, ensuring optimal contrast and clarity. TenZ Keybinds Settings. In terms of movement keybinds, TenZ uses left shift for walking, which allows him to move quietly without alerting enemies through footsteps, a crucial tactic in stealthy approaches or holding angles. For crouching, he binds it to left control, and he prefers the hold toggle rather than a persistent crouch, enabling precise control over peeking and spraying while maintaining mobility. Jumping is assigned to mouse wheel down, a common pro setup that facilitates bunny hopping, a technique for gaining speed and evading shots without removing fingers from core movement keys. Some reports also suggest he occasionally binds jump to the spacebar as a secondary option for redundancy. ensuring reliability during extended play sessions. This combination enhances his agility in duels and site retakes, reflecting his aggressive duelist playstyle. For interaction and equipment keybinds, TenZ sets use object.E, diverging from the default F to make environmental interactions like picking up weapons or planting the spike more intuitive and faster, as E is closer to the movement cluster. Equipping weapons follows a numerical setup: primary weapon on 1, secondary weapon on 2, and melee weapon on 3, which is standard for quick swaps during buy rounds or mid-fight adjustments. The spike is bound to 5, allowing easy access without disrupting flow, particularly useful when playing agents like duelists or initiators who often handle bomb duties. These bindings minimize downtime and support TenZ's fast-paced decision-making in professional scenarios. TenZ ability keybinds are optimized for agents with diverse kits, utilizing mouse side buttons to keep abilities readily available without sacrificing aim control. Ability 1 is bound to C, a keyboard key that's easily reachable with the pinky or ring finger. For Ability 2 and Ability 3, he uses mouse button 4 and mouse button 5, respectively, which are thumb-accessible on gaming mice like his preferred models, allowing instant deployment of flashes, smokes, or utility while maintaining cursor precision. The ultimate ability is set to F, positioned conveniently near the movement keys for timely activation in clutch moments. This setup is particularly effective for agents like Jet or Yoru, where TenZ excels, as it streamlines combo executions and reduces input errors under pressure. TenZ Map Settings. TenZ Map Settings prioritize a balance between personal positioning awareness and broader tactical oversight, allowing him to maintain hyper-awareness of enemy positions, teammate locations, and site control without cluttering his screen. This configuration is particularly suited to his aggressive duelist role, where split-second rotations and utility usage demand a minimap that provides maximum information density while remaining unobtrusive. Unlike some players who opt for ultra-minimalist views, TenZ setup enlarges and zooms out the minimap for enhanced readability, a choice that has remained consistent through multiple patches and his transition from professional competition to full-time content creation. The foundational element of TenZ map settings is the rotate option set to rotate. In Valorant, this setting determines whether the minimap dynamically adjusts its orientation based on your character's facing direction. By enabling rotate, the minimap spins in real time as TenZ turns, aligning icons and paths intuitively with his line of sight. This is crucial for a player like TenZ, who relies on flick shots and rapid 180-degree pivots during entries or retakes. Imagine peeking a corner on Ascent A site. The minimap immediately reflects the correct directional flow, reducing cognitive load and preventing disorientation in high-pressure duels. Disabling this would result in a static map, which many entry fraggers avoid as it can lead to misreading flanks, especially on asymmetrical maps like bind or split. Complementing rotate is the fixed orientation set to based on side. This hybrid approach orients the minimap according to whether your team is attacking or defending, providing contextual consistency across rounds. On attack, it aligns northward toward the spike sites. On defense, it flips to emphasize site holds. For TenZ, this setting enhances team coordination during a post-plant on Haven C. The minimap intuitively shows defender positions relative to the bomb, making it easier to call out one mid, rotating B, without mental remapping. TenZ scales his minimap size to 1.2, making the minimap noticeably larger than the default 1.0 without encroaching on central vision. This amplification boosts readability during utility-heavy fights on Icebox B site. Faint enemy outlines or spike carriers become discernible at a glance, aiding TenZ's renowned tracking and pre-aiming. At 1.2, it strikes a sweet spot, prominent enough for pro-level multitasking yet not overwhelming for his 1920 by 1080 full-screen resolution on a 540Hz monitor. Data from his streams shows this size enabling quick scans for lurkers, a tactic he's mastered since his Sentinels days. For depth, minimap zoom is dialed to 0.7, pulling back the view to encompass more of the map. This zoomed-out perspective is a hallmark of TenZ's macro awareness. He can spot rotations from bind to short to hookah or pearl mid to B pushes instantly, informing utility throws like Reyna's Leer or Jet dashes. The 0.7 value, consistent across 2026 trackers, trades granular site detail for site-to-site oversight, perfect for his flex role across maps. Paired with size 1.2, it creates a big-picture minimap without pixelation, as validated in Pro Settings Net's config dumps. TenZ Gears. TenZ gear reflects his collaborations with top brands and his preference for lightweight, high polling rate peripherals that support his aggressive playstyle. He frequently experiments with equipment, often sharing updates via streams and social media, leading to occasional changes in his setup. His current configuration emphasizes wireless connectivity, rapid response times, and customizable features, drawing from partnerships with companies like Pulsar, Wooting, and Sony. This setup not only aids in competitive gaming but also enhances his streaming experience, where he engages with a large audience on platforms like Twitch. At the core of TenZ's input devices is his mouse, the Pulsar TenZ Signature Edition, a custom-designed wireless gaming mouse that he co-developed with Pulsar Gears. Complementing the mouse is TenZ's keyboard, the Wooting 80He TenZ Edition, a tankuless mechanical keyboard featuring Lecker switches and hot-swappable PCB for easy customization. For visual output, TenZ relies on the Sony InZone M10s monitor, a 27-inch OLED panel with a 2560 by 1440 resolution and 16:9 aspect ratio, boasting an impressive 480 Hz refresh rate for buttery smooth gameplay. Audio plays a crucial role in TenZ's immersion, and he uses the XTR-FY H1 headset, a closed-back wired model with a detachable microphone and no active noise cancellation, prioritizing clear sound positioning for footsteps and gunfire in games. TenZ's mousepad is a custom design currently in development, though he has historically favored the Artisan Zero Xsoft or Artisan Raiden XL Medium for their balance control and speed surfaces. Comfort during extended sessions is ensured by the Secretlab Titan Evo Jet Chair, an ergonomic gaming chair with adjustable lumbar support for D armrests, and a high-density foam seat.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and updates. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips or what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.